Okay, take two, because I just did a video for 15 minutes and the video just stopped and I don't know why. So that's just something that happens, I guess. Okay, what have I been up to? First off, we're going to do a lot of videos this weekend because I've done almost nothing the past week. So I'm going to be doing at least 4 a day. What I wanted to show you is the stuff I did without videoing. So this is the jewelry I've been making. And this one in the middle, that's my favorite piece. If it'll get in focus, there you go. That's my favorite piece. But they're all pretty. I really like them all. Look at those cells in there. They are really beautiful. So those are the ones I made. This one's kind of cute too. That's a nice one. Okay, so that's what I've been up to. Let me get it back in focus. There we go. And maybe do something with the lamps because I see it a little bit flickering. Usually if I turn one off, it'll stop. Yeah, maybe it just needs 2 lights. So this is what I've been doing. You all know that I bought a Brother Scan and Cut. And this is the tool how to cut out stuff to make jewelry from, because it's so precise and you can place it exactly on a piece of Yupo. Let me give you an idea. See, if you have a piece of Yupo like this, now you go look at it up close, and if you want your oval to be here, and you want this to be the piece that you cut out, it is so easy. You just select it, you scan this and use it as a background, then you place it exactly where you want it cut out, and it just cuts it out just like that. It is awesome, really is. I love the machine. And there's a lot of things you can do with it. If you have children, yeah, you would love a machine like that, because you can do all these little things, you know, these little, you can come up with all these little tiny projects, making greeting cards, get well soon cards. You can do, I can't even sum it up. That's how much you can do with that machine. It embosses, it can use the foils, it can use the foil that you iron on your clothing to make really cute little words or little things, you know, it can do everything. Okay, so this is what I've been doing this week, getting to know the machine, because some people ask me, a couple have asked me to show how I do that, because they have one of those machines, but they haven't touched it in a while, so they're a little rusty. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you exactly what I do with it and how I do it. And it's really easy, I promise. Okay, so that's the jewelry. Then there was a couple of people commenting on the audio. And let me promise you, I cannot adjust anything on my audio. And usually the iPad is right now in front of me, and I can even see on the screen. So when I do this, I can see exactly what I'm doing. And I'm trying to direct my voice to the iPad so that it picks up and you know, it's clear and loud enough for you all to hear. Now, a couple of people say, you know what I do? I just use earplugs because that really helps, or those little earphone things. And I can hear everything perfectly. So maybe that's a good tip, but I can't adjust my volume. That's just it. When I go to my new studio, like I promised, I'll look into a video, hook it up to a monitor so that I can see what I'm doing, and then have a good mic to take the audio. But up to then, we'll have to do with what we got, right? Okay. So this one I will be covering with a transparent layer of resin, and I'll be doing this one straight after this video. So then I'll be mixing up the resin, pouring it on. It already has a little raised edges because of the tape. I will take that. Nah, I won't take it off. I don't think that's good. Yeah, maybe I will. But then I'll just, let it all level out. I'm gonna first off clean it. I might even sand it a little bit and clean it with alcohol and Dawn dish soap, so get all that resin off, or the Resi Blast. And then I'm gonna do one final layer of clear resin, because I love this. This is beautiful. If you could see this in real life, this has totally a life of its own, because it's all metallics and it's running through each other, the both of the colors, and the background is showing through, so that's going to be awesome. This is going to be awesome. This, of course, is the vocal point of the whole painting, which we're going to have. It's going to stay here, and it's just going to be flat and beautiful. And then I'm going to do a second one today, but this time, because a lot of people were on my case about, yeah, you're not using enough resin, you're not doing this right, you're not doing that right. But people, is there really a way to do this right? I don't think so, because then it isn't art anymore. It would just be like baking a cake, I guess. You gotta, experiment with your medium. And what I was trying to do on this one was build up a painting. That's why I didn't totally flood it with resin, because I had the idea that I wanted to manipulate it with my hands, with a little bit of air, with my little sticks. And that's how we got this thing, which I totally love, and I'm going to try to replicate again because I love this effect. But that's what I was planning or aiming for, that I was going to build it up in layers and then put a final layer of resin on top. So, even though it looks to you like I'm doing it totally different than you do, that doesn't mean that's the wrong way. It just means I'm experimenting and trying to see what would suit me best as an artist to use the resin. The one thing I really love about this resin, it does not stink, because like I told you before, I sleep here upstairs, and so does my husband, of course, and my dog. So we sleep upstairs, and I cannot have fumes or nasty odors, because you don't want to sleep in that. And this stuff does not stink. When I open the jar, all you smell is a sort of a library smell, a book smell. It reminds me of books, that's it. And my eyes do not react to it at all. I've had my hands covered in it. I do not have a reaction. But then again, I'm not really someone that reacts very fast. I'm not allergic to many things, only to bees, not this stuff. So I've had my hands covered in this stuff. I've had it on my face. I have had it everywhere. And, well, yeah, in my hair, but I had to cut that out. But, I've had it everywhere, and it does not react to my skin. Doesn't mean that it won't react to yours if you're really sensitive, but this stuff does not smell, does not hurt my eyes. And when I was doing this, I was above it for a long time. And with some resins, I get this, I don't know if you know what I mean, but a sort of a light burning in your throat because you're breathing in the fumes. This does not do it. So that's why I'm so happy with this. And believe me, the first time you saw me play with this, I was given it from Aram, gave me a little set to try, but I am just buying this resin. This is not resin that was given to me or that was sponsored in any way. I bought this resin, so I'm free to tell you exactly what I think about it. I don't have to do some sort of a commercial thing because, like I said, I paid for it. I would love the whole resin thing. I wish it were a little bit longer that you could work with it. Well, not a little bit, but a long bit. I'd like to work with resin and do things to it. I'd like to have at least an hour, hour and a half playtime, because then you can really, you know, mix all the colors up like when we do a pour, acrylic pour. But I know that that's just, you don't do that with resin, so you have to get used to having everything perfectly set up. You want everything, all your colors that you're going to put in, the micas, everything. You have to have it all in front of you. Then you mix the big batch of resin, and then you put it in the little cups, put the colors in, and you have to get to work. You can't wait too long. Okay, that was that. We're going to do this one straight after this video. Now, this was a painting. Someone said, hey, what happened to painting number, I don't even remember which one. But this was the painting, because I checked. So, as you can see, it has a beautiful glossy finish to it now. And it's ready to go, so anyone that wants to buy this one has to email me, because I'm not sure if the person that really loved this one wants to buy it or not. So if I put it on Etsy and someone were to buy it, I don't want that. So just let me know. And if I don't hear anything, I'll put it on Etsy end of the week. Okay? This is the other one that I did. Very close to this one. And there's no numbers on it. I wish I'd just number stuff. But you know, numbering a painting before you even pour, I think that jinxes the whole thing. I've done that a couple of times, and that's the most times that I didn't like the painting, if that makes sense. So this one, as you can see, has a little itty bitty glitter here and there. It's like fire in real life. And up here you can see a little bit. Don't know if I can get it right into the light, but it's really beautiful. It's a very here you got all the cells. There's the cells, and it has a life of its own. I think it's pretty. I might do another one in these colors today because I'm sort of feeling like pink. Okay, so we did that. Then we have the last one, and also someone asked to buy this painting, and as you can see, a beautiful, beautiful finish. It's almost like resin, and it really brings out the little bit of the glitter that I put around the edges. It brings out the primary elements, as you can see. Look at that. This one is really awesome. It's a really big one. It's a 40 by 40. And someone asked me if it was for sale, so if that's you, please email me. The information is under the video. I won't put this up on Etsy. I'll wait a week. If you don't want it, you don't have to mail me, and then I'll put it on Etsy next week. So I'll say next week Friday. So no pressure whatsoever. But this is what it turned into. I really love it. It's beautiful. Okay, we've done that. Then I have a little project, this one. As you can see, there is still a little bit of cracking showing, but I'm going to be varnishing this thing until all those cracks are gone. I am, because I think I'm almost there. I think 2 more layers. But it is, I swear, it is almost like resin. That's how much varnish is on here. And it doesn't have those little pegs, but you don't even need it because it's so tight. It's nice. I like it. Even here, this is all metallic. This is beautiful. So I'm going to put 1 or 2 coats more on this, and then hope that all those little cracky things, well, see how it's not really cracks, it's more a little bit of a structure going on, as you can see. I have a couple like that. And the thing is, and I can't stress that enough, when you're varnishing, you want to clean your canvas with whatever you clean it with. I would prefer to do it with Dawn dish soap. I would prefer that above alcohol, because alcohol leaves a little, a sort of a greasy film. It leaves something behind, and Dawn dish soap doesn't do that. So what I do, I've showed you before, a sponge and circular motions with undiluted Dawn dish soap. I go over it, then wet the sponge a little bit and go over it again, let it soak up all those oils, then I take it off with a damp cloth. But the thing is, where I went wrong is that when I took it off, I waited, I think, about a half an hour or something like that. I thought, well, it's dry. So then I varnished it, and what happened is, because the underlayer is wet, and you're putting something on top which dries really fast, because we all know acrylic varnish dries very, very fast. So that's when you get all the little cracks. So if you're using varnish and you've just cleaned your canvas, do not varnish. Don't stop. From now on, I'm going to clean off the canvas and wait exactly a week. I'm not going to be varnishing before the week is over, because it has to be totally, totally dry. What you can do is put your, when you've cleaned your canvas, put it in the outside in the sun, no problem whatsoever. So that'll speed it up a little bit, but watch out when you're varnishing on a just cleaned canvas, because it will crack on you, really will. I've had a couple now, and I'm not going to fall for that any more, so that's not going to happen. And that's the same that's happened to this one, as you can see. See all the little things going on? But I'm pretty sure that if I put a couple of more coats on, it'll be gone. Just have to fill it up. But this is kind of a beautiful painting. I like this one too. Okay, putting them away. Well, that's about all I have to say right now. Or you are wondering about some other painting, please let me know in the comments, because I'll be doing so many videos. I'll show them in the next upcoming videos. So right now I'm gonna shut this one down, put it on YouTube, clean up around here, and start mixing my resin, and I'll show you the final layer. I might even add a little bit here and there, because what I do think is that this is too big. So it might, if I put something over it with a little color, that might look good. Maybe something dark to bring it out. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna do at least a layer on top, and at least something over here. I think, yeah, gotta do that. Okay, so see you in the next video, guys. Love you all to pieces. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot about my sponsor list. That's the sponsor list. Thank you all for sponsoring, people. Love you all to pieces. Liebe euch alle. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.